Hey guys, welcome back to Pitt-Side Garage. I know it's been a while since I've had any videos or updates. Uh, been racing a lot, haven't been doing a whole lot of wrenching, but I have updated a few things, fixed a few things, and I'll show you some of the progress I've made on some of the hot rods. Let's get to it. All right, so first on the Ram Charger, I had been driving this thing around a little bit. I had a dying problem where it would just randomly die. I could be turning, I could be sitting still, I could be in park, I could be in drive, it would just die. Messed around with it a little bit and messed with the carburetor, thinking maybe it was fuel. And then at one point it died on me and it would crank and crank and crank like it had no spark. I cycled the key a few times and all of a sudden it went to turn over and it kind of lugged, right? So it had fuel the whole time. It lugged, kicked off, and started. So I said, well, I got a MSD box laying around that I'm not doing anything with. Let me bypass that old factory 40-year-old ignition and throw that on there. See what happens. And I've been driving around for about a month now, and it's been great. No problems. I also replaced all the engine mounts. Brand new engine mounts on the dude. Just doing little things. One little life hack that we have here, making the wire loom. That goes, let's see, we got for the, using this loom here that goes to my 12-volt source and my coil. It's a 3-wire loom. Now what I did is I got some of this stuff from, I think it was Lowe's. It's 25 feet, made in America. And what I needed it for to begin with was put in a new dishwasher in the house. And it didn't come with any hookup wires. So I just made my own wires, made a loom. It's protected. This stuff is handy, man. This stuff comes in handy. I'd recommend getting a roll of this stuff. You could get 2-wire, you could get 3-wire, you could probably even get 4-wire. But it's handy to have around, for sure. And I think it was cheaper than the kit that they sold to make the dishwasher usable with a 20-foot cord or whatever. So, yeah, so I think that's all we got new with it. I just ordered some valve cover gaskets and a new transmission oil pan, a deeper pan with the updated plastic gasket. So, we got that to look forward to. The Challenger, I got all the engine compartment painted up. Been touching up a lot of chips and stuff. I can't find any paint that quite matches because the paint is 50 years old. But I'm pretty proud of that little dude right there. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, got all new brake lines on it, rerouted. Came out pretty nice. Got a little 3-way down here. These newer style brake lines are pretty easy to work with. They take a good flare and they're easy to bend. They keep their ovality so that they don't kink and all that mess. Got the, it's dirty, but I repainted the cross member, the altercation front end. It's a Mustang 2 style pretty much with the coilover and the rack. Also got carpeting done. It's just old cheapo, like subwoofer box carpet. But it came out okay. A little wrinkly. Didn't go over the tunnel all that great. But, you know, for not being an upholstery guy, it came out okay. I got my new seat. Little Summit knockoff of a Kirky. They're like $100 cheaper. Got a door panels on the list. I got new. Look at that. Look at the old ones. Look at the old ones. Woo. Look at the new ones. Woo. Got door panels on the wish list and the Summit catalog there. The cage all repainted. This is all pretty. I should have sanded this all down before I repainted it. Yeah. Oh well, I'll just get like a carbon fiber cover for it or something. And the engine stuff, I've done a few things. What I like to do when I start a new engine build, so I like to individually weigh. I got a little scale there. I like to individually weigh every rod and piston. They're usually within a gram of each other, but if there's a heavy one or a light one, I'll connect those two so that they all stay the same within 1 gram when the pins were all dead on. I got my sheet here, or all my measurements, all my weights. So, like I say, you got like an 830 on a rod, 831. So I'll take an 831 and I'll put it with the 702 piston so that they're all within a gram of each other, usually all dead on. That's pretty much all I do for that stuff. I got my cam bearings measured. I know which ones to go where. I got to get a giant Allen head for all my plugs for the block. Haven't done that yet. Not in a huge hurry. To get the main caps off of this thing, they fit so snug, I had to get me a slide hammer, and then I'm going to have to weld on an end for it so I can just use it to pop these things back in and out when I go to measure my clearances, which I'll be doing soon. Got the rod in the vise there. I'm going to take the rod cap off, put a bearing in it. My crank, get my outside diameters with my crank with a micrometer. And once we do that, I can start measuring insides, outsides, cranks, rods, and mains. Let's all go over what this is again. I don't know if I ever told you all the exact build. So let me do that. So what this build is a 528 Mopar, big block, with a Bill Mitchell Engineering aluminum block. It'll weigh, I think they say that these empty weigh 135 pounds. And a mega block empty, which is what my 500 is built off of, weighs 500, or sorry, my 500 inch mega block weighs 300 pounds empty. So it's what, 170 pound difference. So that's a good bit. That'll help the front end of that long nose, short rear end Challenger over there quite a bit, I hope. But this is a 4.15 stroke with a Molnar crank. It does have a Chevy rod, 220 rod end in it. I did that for a couple of reasons. I can get rods easier. I can get rod bearings easier. And it actually, the rod end is smaller than a big block Dodge, which is a 2375. It goes from 2375 to 220. So all that shrinks. Rods are lighter, crank is lighter, rod bearings are smaller, takes up less rotating weight, and of course creates more clearance for the block, so you don't have to grind as much, or if any. I haven't mocked it up yet, but I don't expect there to be a lot of grinding involved, which is cool. And like I said, you can find these rods way easier. This is a Ohio crankshaft 6.800 length rod, 990 pin, 220 rod end for the crank. A little bit longer than the stock 440 rod, which is a 6.75. These are really good rods. I have these in my 500, and I have thousands and thousands of runs on them in the 8th mile and quarter mile stuff. They have held up great. I have no complaints whatsoever. That's why I had no worries buying another set. They've been a very good rod, and for the money, I mean, my power level at 900 or so, we'll never test those. They should make thousands and thousands of laps, just like the ones in the 500 have. Custom set of diamonds, domes for the Indy 44-1 heads. Went to a smaller ring package than I've been running in the 500. A custom ring set. Got a horizontal gas port coated. I'm pretty stoked. This is going to be a good. This piston has a little bit more technology in it than the one in the 500. It should still make about 15-to-1 compression. This is going to be a good little motor, man. This thing's going to make some power. It's going to be fun. It's going to be light. I'm pretty excited. I still have a lot of stuff to buy. I just made another purchase of a front cover. I got a front cover ordered. I got what else? Bolt kit, head stud kit. Nothing fun, you know. Big old order of nothing cool. Nothing to get excited about. I still need to order lifters. I still need to order a cam. I still got to order more rocker arms, oil pan. I got to double up on everything so that I can have the 500 and the Dakota still, and the 528 and the Challenger. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been up to. Nothing crazy, nothing major. Been racing. It's officially summer here. It's 98 degrees today, and it's not even July yet. So summer is probably going to be a booger, but we're used to it. It's just another summer. Got a race this Saturday at the Motorplex, points race. Been a rough year racing so far. I've been laying down some laps, but man, I've had more double O lights next to me and on bottom bulb than I've had in top bulb, and it's been it's been rough. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, and I've been the bug this year so far. Keep waiting for it to turn around, and I'm sure it will. It's just taking its time. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, checking in with us. If you like what you hear, like and subscribe. If not, keep giving me a shot. Maybe you'll like it better the next time I come through. Or not, whatever. I mean, 60 people watch this thing, so I mean, what are we going to do? Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a good time. Later.